3 minutes, 18 seconds to go.
Good pass to Grigsby. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. Great job on a second effort by the freshman Alfred Grigsby. Boy, there's a mismatch. Greer on Tracy Murray.
Bruins, they tried to get him the ball. They should swing it to the weak side.
Over the top, Ellaby, he knew it.
Bears did a good job forcing the Bruins out of it. Ellaby can't quite believe they called that foul over the back to a guy you got 6 or 7 inches on, 50 pounds.
Well, that's Cal's 10th team foul. It comes with 2:44 to play in the first half. And now UCLA goes to the line with the automatic 2 shots now for the next 2 minutes and 44 seconds with each foul called against the Golden Bears.
Getting a good look at Tyus Edney here, just a freshman, as is his counterpart for the Bears, K.J. Roberts. K.J. Roberts in a very difficult situation for the Bears because he is just a freshman. He's been scheduled in to be their big gun. Next year, they've got Jason Kidd, the #1 high school player, and Jared Haas, a great high school freshman from South Lake Tahoe.
It is. That's Rich Bannon with the basketball. It's Cal trailing by 12. Grigsby. He was looking at Billy Dreyer, did not see the end pass from Kyle Campanelli. And for Cal, that's their 11th turnover here in the first half. Cal shooting an incredibly hot 58% from the field, Bill, but you'd never know it because of the deficiency in turnovers and rebounds.
They shoot 45% of the season, not a high-scoring team. Oh, excellent play, Edney. And Branham picked up the foul. You could just see the look and the reaction by Edney. Shot the jumper, knew it wasn't going in, knew exactly where the ball was going, raced it down, and great body control feeds Sean Tarver, who just looked off George Zedek. You can't score under there. I'm going to shoot it myself.
You know, Tyus Edney at Long Beach Poly, Bill, not ranked high as a lead guard, but Jim Herrick, Brad Holland, Mark Gottfried saw something in this kid and said, we have got to have Tyus Edney. This is Sean Tarver off the front of the rim, can't get it to go.
Well, in Tyus Edney, they've got a player who can replace Derek Martin, who's going to be graduating this season. Edney will figure prominently. Imagine, you know, 2 guard spots open up this year. Derek Martin and Gerald Madsen both graduating.
Al Campanelli against Edney. Since the time line he goes, 2 minutes and 2 seconds to play in the first half. Bill Ellaby. Now to Grigsby. Ellaby wants the ball back. Campanelli's got it once the baseline. Lets it go, and he's got 2.
One of the few times tonight Cal has executed flawlessly, but then they get beat in transition.
And Bill, you mentioned it in the first 2 minutes of this game that Cal was getting beat bad in the first 120 seconds of this basketball game. And it has happened throughout this first 20 minutes of play. He scores. And a blocking foul against UCLA.
Brandon is looking more and more like Charles Barkley as this game goes on. Puts his head down. Zedek had backed off him. He just goes right into the hoop. It's not a good idea to try to take a charge. Mitchell Butler, I thought he was smarter than that.
Brandon to the line to try and complete the 3-point opportunity. He's the junior from Cleveland High School in Arleta, California. Boy, Brandon came out of nowhere in the last 5 games for Cal in the 90-91 season.
Bears have battled back, cut the deficit to 10.
McClain turns inside to Zedek, has the ball knocked away by Branham. Great pass by McClain.
George Zedek getting significant playing time. Zimmerman, very few minutes. O'Bannon played well. Mitchell Butler not getting many opportunities in the center position tonight.
Zedek, an irregular heartbeat early in this season. We didn't think we would see Zedek play hardly at all this year against in the leading up to the tip-off classic against Indiana. He really scared UCLA a great deal. He did not even accompany the team to Indiana. He didn't play.
We talked about the 2 guard positions opening up next year. Another forward spot will open up because McClain will, of course, move on as a lottery pick in the NBA. Jim Herrick figures the other Czechoslovakian Petrushka will step into that spot. Big, powerful left-hander that manhandles McClain every day in practice. McClain can't wait to get into the game.
Transfer from Loyola Marymount. That's Grigsby, turns on Zeke, now releases to Billy Greer. Leads to his left against Carver, spins, goes baseline.
Bears unable to get into anything offensively. Continue to throw bad passes that the Bears have to run down and then reset.
Billy Greer, we mentioned he has really been the forgotten Bear this year. Has not played well at all. 24, a career high against the Bruins last year. There is the freshman Alfred Grigsby. He has 10.
I think the Bears need to get K.J. Roberts back in there to take away some of this pressure defense. Nice screen by Zedek.
Brad Holland up with one finger in the air off the UCLA bench. Of course, Holland, the assistant at UCLA under Jim Herrick. Herrick also. Bruins playing for one shot with 14 seconds to play on the first half.
Brad Holland mentioned that for numerous coaching positions, be an excellent choice for any school that you decide to take in.
Campanelli launched the last offering. No shot. Time expires. UCLA at one point led by 13.
Right there, rumored to be prime coaching candidate. One of the many opportunities that are going to be available at the end of this season. He would be an excellent coach for any school that would decide to hire him. Las Vegas will be open. San Diego State is already open. McClain doing a good job of pressuring that high post passer all night.
Cal down by 4. Grigsby's got the basketball. Turn, fires over Mitchell Butler, and he is fouled by Butler. So send Lamont Murray to the line, and for Butler, that's his third.
I really like the way Cal has gotten the ball consistently to Lamont Murray. He's the hot hand. They're shooting so well that they could cut down their turnovers and get the ball back to Lamont Murray and Grigsby down the stretch here with 14 minutes to go. Bears have a very good chance of winning this basketball game and continuing a night of upsets in college basketball where we've seen Ohio State, Arkansas, and Florida State already lose tonight.
Picked off by Brown, and as he saves it, kicks it out to elevate, and the Bears have the ball.
The Bruins continue to play to the level of their competition. I don't think they had that much respect for the Bears coming in, having hammered them.
Elevate. Up again, he scores, and Cal is within one. With 14 minutes to play.
The Bears are outplaying the Bruins, out-hustling them. Their enthusiasm level is up, and Jim Herrick goes deep to his bench with 4 new players the way they turned around in the first half.
Mitchell Butler off the front of the rim. Sean Carver's follow won't go. Here come the Bears.
Good job, Madsen, stopping the break by K.J. Roberts. This will happen in the first half. The Bruins starters very sluggish. Herrick brought in 4 reserves. Another turnover, though.
Casey Murray. Brendan Graves hammers him, and down goes Murray. Murray holding his right elbow, or his right arm, it appears.
Maybe his hip. Tony Spino, long-time Bruins trainer, took over for the legendary Ducky Drake, the legendary Larry Carter. Now it's Tony Spino's turn to be the #1 man here, taking care of all the athletes. Transition defense for the Bears. Again, a failure. Graves takes the good foul. It's like Murray on the land. The hip just sort of sprained. Good hard basketball by both teams. Murray trying for the dunk. And watch him when he lands. Little off balance. Like the knee, the hip just buckles there.
Well, he's up and walking. He appears to be all right. He's going to remain in the game.
They may have him shoot the free throws, commit a quick foul, or call a quick timeout. Now he looks to be fine. They've already taken him out of the game. They've already made the substitution for Casey Murray in the ball game.
At least momentarily, he missed until the clock starts again.
But if he cannot shoot the free throws, I don't know if he can continue.
Yeah, he can come back in, but the clock must start. So Martin will go to the line to shoot Tracy Murray's free throws. Boy, Tracy's not happy about it.
He smelled 2 points.
Derek Martin gets the first of 2. He has 4 now on tonight. UCLA is 9 of 14 from the free throw line. Correction, 14 of 19 from the free throw line.
I'm going to have to call Booker Turner on this one again myself, because if he can come back, that is certainly a rule that I'm not clear on. Get the ball to Lamont Murray. If you're the Cal Bears, he's been the man down the second half as they pop down. Oh, another turnover.
We'll back it out.
The fans behind us yelling, pass the ball.
Bias Edney. Now to McClain. Inside to O'Bannon. He'll pull down the left hand and scores. And O'Bannon has 11.
O'Bannon reacting nicely off McClain's dish in the paint.
Goes.
Zimmerman in his low post defense is just being too aggressive. There's no need. He's got a size and strength advantage over Grigsby. Just be big, force the guy to take a tough shot, have your weak side rebounders sweep the board, and get into the fast break.
Roberts against Edney. There's Murray with O'Bannon in his face. Ellaby crossing into the paint, once the baseline, now puts it up, fouled from behind by O'Bannon.
O'Bannon can't believe the call. That's his 3rd foul. Ellaby slices off, going to the left corner here. Good shot opportunity for him. He doesn't see O'Bannon, who hits Ellaby on the top of the head. And O'Bannon says, I didn't touch anybody. I never knew a player, though, who did admit to a foul.
Here is Bill Ellaby. He's got the first one, the senior from Garfield High School in Seattle.
Except, of course, Rick Barry, who admitted to every foul he ever committed.
Barry did?
Rick Barry, oh, yeah.
What about Chuck Barry?
The 4 freshmen.
It's UCLA now by 3 with 12 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
When the Bruins have been in trouble, Derek Martin has often been the guy who sparked the offensive surge that has brought them back. If they're in trouble now, 3-point lead against a team that's too late in the conference.
And he'll go to the line. The foul is on Grigsby. And he is out of the ballgame. Or is he? Correction, that is his 4th.
Nice post speed there by Zimmerman. McClain right away with the little half hitch, the jump hook. Let them play.
McClain on the night now with a dozen.
Bruins right back with their press. It's hurt the Bears significantly tonight.
Murray,
O'Bannon,
good ball handler. A.J. Roberts fills it up. He quickly brings the Golden Bears back to within 3 as Cal refuses to go away.
A rare shot by KJ tonight.
McClain with the putback, and he'll score again.
Second chance opportunity for the Bruins. Been there all night long. Good entry pass and McClain right at him. And just failure by Grigsby to keep McClain away from the basket. Branham has to reach in and foul him.
Bob Garibaldi will hand the ball to McClain, who tonight 6 of 11 on the field. And now he has 15 points. The clock is stopped with 11:41 to play.
Kevin Johnson, KJ from Berkeley, now with the Phoenix Suns.
Fouled away from the the ball. It'll go against Rich Branham and Cal. So give it to UCLA for Branham. That's his fourth. And Rich Branham now all with 4. Lamont Murray has 3. For UCLA, Mitchell Butler has 3, and Ed O'Bannon has 4.
I like Branham getting back at the refs here. These guys have come to play the Cal Bears. A lot of people thought before the game that the Bears would just lay down. They got hammered by Stanford in an embarrassing performance. UCLA is 2 in the country. They've come in and they've really made a game out of this. Due in large part to the effort of guys like Branham.
There's that very, very young California Golden Bear team. I'll tell you what, look for this team to flex and flex a lot next year when those freshmen become sophomores, and then welcome in Haas and Jason Kidd next year.
Put a nice big 6'10" board man shot blocker with these guys. Some big strong shoulders, and this Cal team could be right there in that new arena that they're talking about on the Berkeley campus. Could soon be a reality. We're talking one of the top programs in the country.
Lamont Murray, look at the arc on that shot. It won't go, cleared by Rodney Zimmerman. Out to Tyus Edney. Bruins want to run it. McLean's got it. He pulls up with the fly shot. One ball cleared by Lamont Murray. Out to KJ. Bruins get back nicely. Robert, great pass to Murray.
Oh, Zimmerman with the good block. With the throw away by O'Bannon. Jameson's going to check back in for the Bears. Lamont Murray's going to come right along the baseline and keep going. Get right back into it. Zimmerman, his best play in a month.
For Zimmerman, his 19th block shot on the season.
They were hoping he was going to have that per week.
Jason Murray check back in for UCLA. Murray turns. Spins on his cousin, goes down, reverses it, and scores on Tracy Murray.
Lamont Murray for the Bears, really showing a variety of moves. Developing a hot hand. The Bears are going to need somebody to stay hot.
What a shot by McLean now with 19 and 9 in the first half.
They've got last option for the Bruin offense again. Bring it down, run everything, but then setting up with Murray and McLean for that downstream from the center.
Ware kicks it out to Murray, up and over his cousin. Air ball. You suppose those guys went one-on-one during Thanksgiving. McLean, he pulls up off the front of the rim, rattles the iron, and McLean now with 21. It is UCLA by 9.
McLean is really surging right now. Bruin senior and captain, showing his leadership abilities as the team struggles. But an undermanned Cal team, he says, give me the ball, guys, and get out of the way.
Underneath, Murray again reverses it and scores. And boy, it's Tracy Murray.
It's never nice to get faced up in your home gym by your cousin.
This time Tracy Murray will go to the iron, and a blocking foul.
Jameson will be out.
Whistled against California. You're right, Bill. Jameson will take a seat. He'll watch the rest of this one.
That's not such a bad move if they can keep Branham in the game. They've all got so many foul troubles, though. Murray just puts his head down and goes right to the hoop. That's a play that they called charging on early in the game against the Bears. Gerald Madison and Mitchell Butler getting the benefit of the referee's call early in the game. Now Jameson will have to sit this one out. Pull down his elbow pad. I never like to wear the elbow pad. It's good to keep those elbows nice and sharp.
8-point UCLA lead with 8:51 to play. Whitby will take a seat. Look at Tracy Murray tonight, 20.6 average.
We talked in the opening, Bill, about Tracy. When he plays well, when he shoots well, the Bruins tend to blow teams out. Only has half of his average tonight.
Good point.
The Bruins are struggling.
Out of bounds by Derek Martin. Out of bounds to Cal under their own basket. It'll come with 8 8 minutes and 35 seconds to play. Last Saturday, I did the game at the Oakland Coliseum in which Stanford broke out to an 18-4 lead with hardly any time at all gone. They went on to beat Cal 92-66. Tonight, it is a much different Cal team. Branham shot blocked by Zimmerman. Zimmerman's second block in the ball game.
But good, strong move by Lynn. Tracy Murray reaching in. You don't want to pick up fouls like that. Big guy's got to save their foul. That's Murray's third. Jim Herrick says, save those fouls for going over the back on rebounds and blocking shots. Don't try to steal the ball from their point guard.
Tracy Murray reminds me a little bit in terms of his temperament of Trevor Wilson. Tracy seems to play better man.
I think you want to be emotional in basketball. K.J. Roberts hits the first. These guys can come out here and look like they're asleep. Sort of frustrating. Often boring to watch. It's a basketball game. Let's get going. Show some emotion.
Murray out to Derek Martin. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the game.
Brandon really going at it with McLean down to get this ball to the Bruin scoring lead.
Brandon reaches around, knocks it out of bounds, get it back to the Bruins. How about you, Bill, in your career as a collegiate and as a pro? Did you play better mad?
I played better when I knew I had to play my best if we had to win the game. And I was usually maddest against the best players. I loved it when the referees made a bad call early on to get me all fired up. Plus, I liked it when the other fans in the row would boo.
Tracy Murray works off the pick nicely off the front of the rim, rebounded by McLean. McLean with the ball on the way, and it's out of bounds to Cal.
McLean has been everywhere this mid part of the second half, and Jim Herrick picks up the ball.
Lamar Murray bringing the ball up for Cal. That's a new wrinkle.
Oh, both Brandon Murray over the top. Up the lob on Mitchell Butler, the most athletic of all the UCLA players.
Martin to Murray. He's walking. This ball cleared by Brendan Graves at Cal. Great basket by Rick Branham. Branham now with 8.
Interesting transition defense by the Bears. They just allow the Bruins to get in the open court. Sean Tarver didn't take advantage that time. He's matched up against Graves. They might want to isolate Sean Tarver.
Hard to believe. Tracy Murray. We hit him at the outside of the hoop. Only 2 of 9 from the field.
Terrible pass outlet.
It'll go to Cal, and it's an unpopular decision here at Pauley, but it is a correct call. There's Jim Herrick in his 4th year here at UCLA. What a great job he has done. 3 previous years, 3 trips to the NCAA. Rare off to Roberts. Off and over Tyus Edney. Cleared by Tracy Murray. It'll be out of bounds to Cal. Tipped out by Cal's Brendan Graves. The Golden Bears tonight, Bill, have shot and 62%.
They're getting good shots. You know, the turnovers have killed them. The matchup right there, Sean Tarver and Graves. That's hurting the Bears right now. They may want to bring Ellaby back in to play against Tarver. Have Brandon play the center position. Right now, the key for the Bears is to keep the ball in Roberts, Brandon, and Murray's hands.
Butler to inbound. Derek Martin has it. Fouled by Graves.
Poor defense by the Bears that time. They left guys wide open. They allowed Martin to just penetrate right through. The Bears have played very well tonight. They're just down 5 with a little over 6 minutes to go. But they've never been able to turn the corner all the way and get on top. They battle back and fall behind, battle back and fall behind. That takes its toll on you. It's very difficult to end up winning the game at the end that way.
Derek Martin with 5 points and 4 assists tonight. He is just one of the three starters UCLA will lose to graduation. But, boy, do they have some talent in the wings. And we're seeing a lot of it here tonight. UCLA 8, maybe 9 deep off the bench. UCLA by 6 with 6:02 remaining. Lamont Murray has kind of been the forgotten man in this Cal offense in the last 4 minutes. Brown from three-point range, he's got it.
Brandon playing very well. Bruin turnover. Dreher causes Martin to mishandle it, and they'll have an offensive opportunity.
Rich Branham, who had hit 3 of 7 on the year from three-point range, hardly the go-to guy from outside the arc, is now 4 of 8 from three-point country. And it cuts UCLA's lead in half.
I'm very surprised that Lou Campanelli, the fine coach for Berkeley, has kept Ellaby and Grigsby on the bench so long here. They're just down 3. Have a chance to tie the game. A lot of time on the shot clock.
21 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts penetrates. Good kick to Murray. And Lamont Murray slams it down. Murray now with 23.
That's just good offense by the Bears. Penetration when they rotate. Dish it off for the dunk. Will speed offense.
UCLA's lone loss. They are 19-1. Came here at Pauley 3 weeks ago against George Raveling's Trojans of Southern California. Tracy Murray up and over his cousin, and he scores. Tracy Murray now 3 of 10 from the field. Murray with 12.
And 4 fouls on the other Murray. Lamont Murray makes it very difficult to guard a low post player. Crowd finally getting into it here.
There's Murray. He wants to turn on O'Bannon. Through the paint, all the way. Jumper. Let's go. Cleared by UCLA.
Great shot. Great shot by Lamont Murray. Waved everybody out of his way. Just kept dribbling away. Finally saw his opening. Took a good turnaround jumper at it. Didn't fall. Foul by Dreher. Put the Bruins back on the line. Just keeps going away. He's like, yeah, this is my shot. It bounced 3 or 4 times. Had a great chance to go in. And then Dreher with the silly foul there. Bruins have not played well offensively. Why put them on the line where they're very good? Interesting. Jim Herrick going with Tyus Edney down the stretch here. Got Derek Martin, Mitchell Butler, and Gerald Madkin sitting on the bench.
That's 14 in a row now for Tyus Edney from the free throw line. And with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left, UCLA still unable to shake these pesky Bears from California.
Finally, Grigsby gets back in the game. Now, I wonder where Ellaby is.
Yeah, shooting better than 60% against these second-ranked Bruins. A team that's coming in had only allowed opponents 43% from the field. A very, very stingy man-to-man defense. Greer, baseline, reverses it and scores. That play has worked all night long for Cal.
The back door, using the rim to free yourself up, get to the weak side, and put the ball up. Playing just an opportunity to feed Tracy Murray down low.
Remaining. McClain turns on. Graham, what a move. Shot won't go. Cleared by Murray.
Well, O'Bannon took a good elbow to the face that time.
A.J. Roberts.
Oh, Carver threw it away.
Bodies all over the place. O'Bannon's getting up. Lamont Murray is just getting to his feet. Greer. Still let it fly.
Not even close.
UCLA by 3. That's the situation with 2:55 remaining.
Cal's got to play some very strong defense here.
What a great move by the veteran forward, Don McClain.
McClain has passed the ball every time in that situation tonight. That time he looked to pass, and then he saw the defense relax, and just blew right by him. Standing out of bounds, Lamont Murray. Turnovers for Cal have killed them all night to win the lone national championship.
You know, Cal went back to the final game the very next year, but also
hammered Ohio State.
How did you know that Ohio State knew that?
How did you know that Ohio State ever won a game?
I was a young boy growing up in Columbus during those years. Havlicek, Lucas, 6'3". Oh, what a shot by Don McClain. He's got 25. And it is now UCLA by 7 inside 2 minutes.
The delay certainly did not cool off Don McClain, who's had a tremendous second half. We'll see how it affects the Bears. Good pass over the top.
Alfred Grigsby, he has taken that pass all night long. Grigsby has 19, a new career high for the freshman from Houston, Texas.
Both teams with good starts after the unfortunate and emotional injury. It's never nice to have to start playing basketball again right away after a situation like that. Dreher picked up a silly foul. Tarver, he'll shoot two because the Bears are over the limit with 10 fouls.
Tarver, not a great free throw shooter, 61% on the year, but not great. I'd say since December, Sean Tarver, though, Bill, seems to have really found his stride as a collegiate player.
Hey, you're being awfully kind to saying a shooting guard is shooting 61% is not a great free throw shooter.
4 of 7 now tonight. UCLA on the night, but they have been to the charity stripe a whole bunch, 31 times. Correction, 23 times.
Gerald Madkin's getting very little playing time tonight. Tarver misses both free throws. The Bears have a chance to cut it even further. They're down 5.
I was right. UCLA's been to the line now 32 times and nailed 23 of them.
That's a very difficult shot there.
Tarver throws it away, picked up by Roberts. He'll take it all the way. And it goes.
Nice play, Roberts, but Culver's been guilty of a couple of turnovers down the stretch here. People like Gerald Madkins and Mitchell Butler sitting on the bench. And Dreher picks up another foul.
And there's a guy you don't want to foul. Pius Edney is going to go to the line to shoot two.
I'd foul on Tarver again.
Edney, 80% free throw shooter. Well, Jim Herring, that collar's getting a little tighter tonight. I'll tell you, when they put out the Best Dressed Coaches Award in 1992, that man's at the top of my list. He comes by me every night and says, Stone Man, what do you think of Easter eggs?
Pius Edney 4 for 4 on the night.
Pius Edney, he has played so well tonight. 8 points, make it 9. And again, he gives the Bruins a 5-point cushion with 48 seconds left.
Grigsby down low, but Brandon just puts his head down.
Out to Madkins, ahead to Edney. And a foul is on Alfred Grigsby, and he'll take a seat. Alfred Grigsby is gone with 29 seconds left.
Grigsby played an outstanding ball game, put into extra service because of the unfortunate injury, season-ending injury to Brian Hendricks. Bears had a good shot at it there. Brandon put his head down and got to the hoop. Little scramble play, but Ed O'Bannon was able to come up with the rebound, kick it out, over pressure. Edney killing the clock. The Bears were forced to foul. Grigsby is gone.
Grigsby leads with 19. It is a new high for the freshman from Texas. 19 points for Alfred Grigsby, and Bill Ellaby, the senior, is checked back in. He and Gerald Madkins are talking things over while Edney goes to the line, a place where he has been perfect tonight.
As you speak, Gerald Madkins finally gets in the lineup. and Ellaby return. Billy Dreher, who's not played well at all this season, has been a good player last year for them, played all the way down the stretch tonight. Whitney misses both of them, but the Bruins recover.
And Tracy Murray is fouled by K.J. Roberts again. Cal simply trying to stop the clock.
Foul on number 10, K.J. Roberts.
Gets the missed shot and can't get the rebound.
The Bruins bench can't believe that the Bears have been able to hold this close. John Tarver, Jim Herrick had to pull him because he was shooting so poorly from the line to get Tracy Murray, guys like that to the line. Murray, an 82% shooter.
Next up for Cal, Thursday night. They don't have much of a rest. They go across town. The Trojans of Southern California.
The Duke Blue Devils, who are probably watching this game back in North Carolina, certainly can't be too worried after watching the Bruins play tonight.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Mike Krzyzewski and the Blue Devils are going to see a different team when they come into Farley, and I think they're shaking their heads. Yeah, we know that. Matkins across to Edney. Inside 14. 13. Murray wants it. Back out to McLean. And the Bruins are going to freeze it. Cal knows they can't do a thing about it now. Edney. And that's the ball game. The buzzer sounds. The final score. The Bruins.
3 with a 3-pointer.